Let's do it. All right, we have Chef Apana from the Village Tavern. He is here to show us how to make 3 gluten-free sauces, each with different protein, herb butters, scallop, Chardonnay butter. Oh my gosh, it just goes on and on and on.
Oh yeah, the list would go on. It would fill your entire show. We wouldn't be able to go through the list.
Maybe we should just have you in 3 segments today.
Yeah, you know, why don't we do that? Let's try that. Let's be silly today.
But, so what are we starting with?
Well, you know, we're starting off with a Chardonnay butter sauce, and you know, as this is live TV, I'm going to kind of explain some things about gluten-free that perhaps some of our guests don't know out there. Yes, you know what? Switch, quick. Okay, now, be careful because that's going to be hot. But this particular sauce to start off with, it has fresh shallots, and you're just going to saute them for just about, you're doing a wonderful job, by the way. You're going to saute those for just about, probably about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, get them nice and translucent.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm starting this is because you're actually going to add in some white wine too. Some rules about wine that everyone says is if you're not going to drink it, then don't cook with it. And see, I'm putting the proof.
What kind of wine is this? Good?
Oh, yes.
What kind is this?
Oh, yes. Sonoma-Cutrer Chardonnay.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. So once you've sauteed those, go ahead and put some wine in there. Now you're going to reduce that by half. And while Andy is so wonderfully, you know, inhaling the smoke from that.
Chardonnay steam.
You know what? Gluten allergies have become more and more prevalent, you know, especially over the last year and a half. And at the Village Tavern, we have quite a few menus, and that's why I focus on that today. By no means am I a gluten expert, but there are some things that we at the restaurant like to be aware of.
Well, you want to keep your guests happy and be able to feed everybody in the family.
That's exactly it. And you know, in gluten and gluten-free items, most people will associate that with wheat, and it's not solely wheat, and that's really important thing to understand. There are people who have wheat allergies, and then there are guests who have a gluten, you know, actually a gluten-free need. And gluten also applies to rye, it applies to barley, and surprisingly, I was talking to...
It's a grain? Just any type of grain, or just sort of depends?
No, you know, there are certain ones that may apply that are out there, though I'm not terribly familiar with it, but for the most part, yes.
And for the most part, people know what they're allergic to, so they'll tell you.
Well, you know, surprisingly, that's the whole thing. A lot of people don't know that they have gluten allergies, and that's the crazy thing about it. And some things that that we've learned once we found out that it was becoming more and more prevalent, we try to learn about things such as you know, you can get fatigue is a big one, headaches, certainly intestinal issues, you know, those kind of things prop up, and if you might associate just with eating too much or eating something you didn't like, it could be something like that. So, but again, I'm no doctor, so don't take my word for it. But,
Dr. Apana, at your service.
But we have a huge gluten-free menu. This one in particular is very nice. Unsalted butter is really the butter to go with. Margarines are going to have some gluten.
Are we going to use all that in here?
You are, but this is going to be enough, probably for about 8 to 10 people.
Let's hope so.
Or maybe just you and
I. So this is so now about 5 minutes boiling, or
you let that reduce a little bit, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in there.
Okay.
You can never go wrong with that. And then...
Wow, that's boiling.
Oh, it is boiling.
Now, will the wine smell go away? Is that sort of how you know when you're done?
That's exactly what's going to happen. It's actually going to start reducing. It's going to burn out the alcohol. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you continue to stir that.
Okay.
There are some things that you can do. Tilapia is very popular with this sauce. That's what we serve at the Village Tavern. Grilled salmon, any seafood that you would like.
Are we done with the sauce? That's all we're putting in it?
You're going to melt it down, and then that's it.
Wow, okay.
And it's very tasty. The wine, especially mixture with the butter, the salt and pepper.
Is this similar to your Hemingway sauce?
It is somewhat similar to
What would we have done different?
We'd add some capers into that. We'd add some tomatoes into that. And that is on our gluten-free menu.
Perfect.
So,
I was just saying that we need to get Paul back in because I don't remember that recipe, but I loved it.
You did love that. We were talking about grouper earlier, but we do serve that. You know, like I said, with a nice seafood. It is it has a lot of butter. You're not going to put a lot of it on the item itself because you don't want to overpower the actual item.
You may not, but I'm going to drench it.
For you, I would just put the fish in the pan and then just go ahead, like a cereal bowl.
It'll be like a soup, a tilapia soup.
Right, but some nice vegetables with it, and again, it's something that you can serve for those of your friends or guests.
Do you want to plate this up real quick, or we're not done?
Yeah, you know what? We are, and I'm going to reach across from you.
Okay.
We'll throw some vegetables on there, and then I'm going to reach across again. The big TV no-no, I know it is.
I know.
So
and
this is our grilled tilapia. Yep, with a little bit of salt and pepper. And now what we're going to do, and thank you so much for your help with that.
Oop.
Oh, you're fine.
Did you want
you're fine. Nope. Now what you're going to do, actually maybe I will take it. You're going to get the shallots on there, and you're just going to nice little sauce on top of that, and there you have it. And voila. nice. While it has a lot of butter, it has a very light flavor to it. The fish itself is not heavy. You have some green beans, and now we're going to switch again. This is like musical TV.
Well,
So-
I have to taste this since I'm learning to like fish, and you said that I probably would like this one.
Okay. It's a lot of pressure. You like it? Mm-hmm. 1 for 1.
Woo!
Here we go. We're going for
Okay,
it.
when we come back, we are making another sauce.
Yes, we're going to make an herb butter that we put on pan-seared scallops.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And I bet I like those too.
I hope so.
Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. Stephanie, what do you think?
I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I think you actually like fish now. I don't think you can say that you don't like fish anymore.
I think I like certain fish. I'm learning.
I think that once you try
I'm
all
just
of them,
experimenting.
You're gonna like
I
them.
like this one.
Yeah.